All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk once again. And I think, in my opinion, Kerryon Johnson took a shot at former Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Jim Bob Cooter. And he basically said in the Free Press, and I put the link in the description, that, basically just give me the damn ball and let me run. All Patricia Care need to know is that I'm healthy and I love to run the ball. I play running back. Give me the damn ball and let me run. Okay? Last year, whatever it was, I don't know if it was a joint. I know it was a joint effort not to let Kerryon Johnson run the ball. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a joint effort. Because when they drafted him, Bob Quinn said, we're going to use him, kind of like a scat back. I'm paraphrasing here. But we ain't going to use him as a workload running back, excuse me. So it was a joint effort. But after a while, you losing games, fuck what they talking about. You the offensive coordinator giving the ball. But he said he wanted to run the ball as much as possible. And Jim Bob Cooter didn't allow that. Now, Jim Bob Cooter didn't know how to effectively run the ball. Nothing. Nothing in the inside, outside the numbers. Every now and again he had a cool little run. But for the most part, nothing effective that you line up your 11, I line up my 11. And what we going to do, you can't stop. And what we doing. Like, didn't have that mentality. And too long the Lions have had a dome team mentality. And they've had dome team coordinators for Mike Martz, Scott Linehan, Joe Lombardi, Jim Bob Cooter. They had too much of a dome team mentality. Even Jim Caldwell, who came from Indianapolis, even though he called plays the year Baltimore Ravens won the championship, Cam Cameron got fired and he took over. The Lions needed a gritty offensive coordinator like Darrell Bevell. A guy that coached in domes, but he coached in Green Bay, called plays in Green Bay, called him in Seattle. They needed somebody that's gritty. They needed somebody that's scrappy. They needed somebody that got an outdoor mentality. The Lions for too long was trying to be a pretty greatest show on turf mimic. Remember they had Isaac Akeem and ish like that. Too long they've been that type. They need to line up 11-on-11 football and run the fucking ball. 11 personnel, full house, all types. They need to line up. And he right. Stop playing with me. At the end of the day, let me get the ball, let me run. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go right now. I got the mentality of I want the ball as much as possible. And Jim Bob Cooter didn't care about that. He wanted to do 3 steps, 5 in the hitch, 7-step drops. He wanted to throw the ball. His mentality was pass. On none running downs for us, 31, he would try to do a play action and then a pass. And Matthew Stafford liked that. That's why he never really sat out there and did the Aaron Rodgers what he did to Mike McCarthy and tried to get him fired. Matthew Stafford loved to drop back and pad his stats. He loved to drop back and get all the yards and look like a Hall of Famer. He can be a Hall of Famer if you win a fucking Super Bowl in Detroit. Right there, that's worth more than the Pittsburgh Steelers got. That's worth 10 Super Bowls, 1 Super Bowl in Detroit. Well, LeBron said, I felt like I was the GOAT after I won one in Cleveland. That had never been done before. You doing something that's the impossible. Fuck stats. If you got to hand it off 30 times and only make 10 critical passes a game, with your stats already, you'll win. If they want to win, they'll get Kerryon Johnson to spin. But I looked at it as a shot. He probably was just as frustrated as we was. They putting Blunt in. He barely getting a yard, lost for 2 yards in the background. Theoretic, he can't even run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even, he can't even run. He run a 4.7 just like theoretically. He probably at a 4.9 now. You want to give all these dudes the ball, but you don't want to give it to me because I'm a rookie and y'all think I had a big load in Auburn. But some guys need to get in the rhythm, Some guys need to get in the rhythm. Some guys need 10, 15, 20 carries, 10 carries to get in the rhythm, 15. And then you start to see the progress. It takes a special type of coordinator and it takes a special type of team to all right, we 10 carries, 20 yards, it ain't working. Then you want to just pass all the play all the time. But once you keep running the ball, 11, 12, you never know. He got 70 yards, 80 yards. It's about being consistent and being consistent with it. And Jim Bob Cooter, he ran on first down a hell of a lot, passed on second and third, He'll pass on first every now and again. He'll get in the hole, then he got to pass on second, third. He didn't have the right mentality. But hey, I'll link the article in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Keep sharing the videos. Definitely appreciate the love and support, man. And we're going to keep putting it down the best way we know how to put it down. Motor City Sports Talk, we gone.